Hi guys, it's just me and Thomas here. I'm just nursing him, more or less, and just chilling downstairs because I have nothing better to do. Yeah. So I figured I'd just go completely natural on this video, and I don't care if people try and get this flagged because I know people are gonna try. But the way I see it is breastfeeding is completely natural, and people need to grow up and accept the fact that this is how babies are nurtured and fed, is through breastfeeding. And it's just like, I don't know, the way that breastfeeding is seen in the public eye, it just really upsets me that women are degraded because of their choices on how they want to feed their children. And in my case, I'm breastfeeding. I'm feeding him breast milk in the bottle, and I'm also giving him formula, essentially, so he gets a variation. But I have been asked multiple times by family members that if I'm going to breastfeed in my home, if I'm downstairs, which I am right now, which I'm not covered up because I don't care, but I've been asked to cover up while I'm feeding him downstairs or go to my room. So I've been getting a lot braver around my house in terms of that, and I've been kind of just sneaking around, I guess you could call it, and I've been breastfeeding him downstairs. Just as soon as I hear somebody coming, I just cover up quickly, but I've been just letting it go freely, basically. But anyways, back to the topic. The fact that women can't feed their children in public without somebody having something disgusting or nasty to say to them, or just ignorant, just plain ignorant. I've seen it happen to many women where they've been breastfeeding and they've been asked to cover up, or they've had people come up to them and degrade them because of their choices. And I think it's wrong. It's not right. Like, women have a right on how they choose to feed their children. That's just how it is. And women have been breastfeeding for thousands of years. I don't know how long, but obviously probably since the very beginning, since evolution and all that stuff. Women have been breastfeeding for a long time. And the way I see it is, you want to breastfeed? Go for it. You shouldn't let anybody decide things for you or tell you what you can and can't do with your own child. So if you want to breastfeed your child, you go right ahead. Nobody's going to stop you. Anyways, enough of that spiel. So since little man here, we've been having some difficulty with breastfeeding. He was doing good, and then all of a sudden he just stopped, and we don't know, like, why. So he has periods where he'll nurse no problem on me. Excuse me, guys. He'll nurse no problem on me, and then, he will, just not. He won't latch to me, so I have to pump and feed him out of a bottle, and I don't like doing that because I like having, this is mine and his time alone together, and I enjoy that time with him, aside from having to even out my time between both Allie and him. It's nice to be able to sit down in a room with him and just have that bonding time. I didn't get to breastfeed Allie, which was really unfortunate. I was really upset about. But it happens. Sometimes you can't control how nature goes. And in my case, I had breast milk, and I breastfed her for like a week, I think, or 2 weeks. I had to give her formula right from the beginning. I had problems. So I was really disappointed that I couldn't get that bonding with her. And the one goal I made to myself when I was pregnant with Thomas is that I was going to be able to breastfeed him for as long as he allowed it. As long as my body allowed it. I don't know why my monitor's making making noises, but it's weird. It's definitely not Hallie, she's asleep. Anyways, that was one of the goals I made myself, and I felt bad a week ago when I gave him formula. But I figured I'd try something different and see how it went. See if he took to the formula better or, you know, whatever. Now he did take to the formula. He does eat it, but it does give him really bad gas and diarrhea. Well, not diarrhea, but just really runny poop. And, yeah, it kind of sucks. I mean, once we get a latch going, he's perfectly fine. He latches no problem, and he'll feed on me for 20 minutes or so, and then he's good. Like, he's already starting to get full, because he's already starting to let go, go back on, let go, go back on. In terms of breastfeeding him, I started breastfeeding him right from day one, and it just, in a sense, I felt accomplished that I was able to do something good for my child. Are you done? And he's done. That I was able to do something for my child, and yeah. I was really disappointed when it didn't work out with Allie, but it happens, right? So. You burp. Are you gonna burp, buddy?